First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Right back to Pacheco. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
First down throw, Mahomes. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender's there. It's intercepted. Keeps away from one. So take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit. Even if
they get it right back. That's intercepted. Drew Tranquill with the pick. Along the right sideline. There's space. And the Chiefs nearly take it back for a pick six, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he makes the catch, and just like that, we're right back even at 8 apiece. What a start to this one, baby. Both teams scoring, and without hesitation, run everyone out there to go for 2. For fans of aggressive offenses, Brock, this is certainly shaping up to be their perfect type of game.
Yeah, you think both these offenses just going to go for 2 from here on out? I don't know. There's a lot of risk involved with it, but I'm here for it.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. Getting out to his left. Now hit. Mayfield loses the ball. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or 2 in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
3rd and long, Mayfield. Forced out to his right. Making the call himself. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
180! What's up?
They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. Got a man. This is Evans. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He goes to the hurry up here.
16 yards. Complete to Mike Evans. First and 10.
First down. Here's Baker. Chased out to his right. He's hauled down there for the sack on the final play of quarter number 1. We're to the end of 1. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have second and pretty long here. Down the field, Evans has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
25 yards on the play. Complete to number 13, Mike Evans.
Mayfield on first and 10. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing, Baker. Will dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Mike Evans with a touchdown. So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point.
Right, they're going to throw for it. And he's across the goal line and in. That makes it an 8-point lead.
That makes the score Buccaneers 16.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
On the return, here's Nico Remigio. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the... He's got it at the 30. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Offense is set. First and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Tries to come back out. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
There he goes, right sideline. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Mike Evans with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
They give it to the back of his own lead. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate. But it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence. The offense is owning them.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, that feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, break, No matter what the situation or circumstance is, and 3 conversions, that's job well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now it's 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He's looking deep once again. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Going well so far. That's a good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take...
Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get 2, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Baker. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bucks have the first. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. This is brought in at the 15. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Regular. What's up?
From the red zone on 1st. He's got Evans once again. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
What's up?
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get this one time. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
All right, they got the job done. 2-point conversion successful. And as a result, a 2-point lead for them in this second half.
Yeah, the biggest deal right there, it really didn't matter if they kicked the PAT or went for two and ultimately got it. The most important part was breaking the tie. And I'll tell you what else it does, Kate. It really starts to mess with that opponent's chart over there. Everyone has them going into the game. When do I go for one? When do I go for two? Yeah, this coach just sped up that entire process with that decision.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, Mahomes. And downfield, he's got it. Titchworthy. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were and the QB.
And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the third. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
The Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He rolls to his right. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. 32. Butker on now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return.
Sean Tucker on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On the give, this is Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Play action. Here's Mayfield. That's brought in downfield by Otten. Into the red zone. take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a fourth-quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. This one's caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs take a fourth-quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for
Send one of the tight ends in motion right. Mahomes throwing for 2. Headed out right. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. First down, here's Baker. Down the field, Evans has it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a fourth-quarter lead. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Flying forward on the ground. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
45. Chiefs 42.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Jimmy Hill with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This could decide things. It's intercepted.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. It gets 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
180! What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
180! What's up?
Back to throw it. Rolling out to his left. That's the line he's going to run for it. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his right. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
What's up?
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's going for it himself. And Mayfield's able to get him the 1st down before sliding to a stop. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
They're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. He calls his own number again. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
6-yard line.
Stop!
Here he is to throw. Pass is cutting the 9. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Hill with the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Yellow! I'll go blue, lady!
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Here he is to throw. On the move, hit it right. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is in. incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Yellow, yellow. White side.
Desperation time here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow...
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kicked off by Jalen Watson.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
I don't need to. I don't need to. White side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
23. I'll go on 80. White side.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd. All right, one more snap to play here.
Yellow. White side.
Here he goes, one final shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock...